guys. So, let me move this to the center because I'm the center of attention. Anyways, I'm here to talk to you guys about raw foods. So, my name is Hear Me Raw, and on my Instagram, I had it put to 80% raw, but I took the number out, so I'm not going to focus on numbers anymore. But essentially, the 80% was pretty much I was eating mostly raw, with maybe like one cooked meal a day, or maybe sometimes I'll eat some junk food. But what I've noticed recently is the fact that more and more every day, like the junk food and the processed foods, I'm not craving it anymore. And when I eat those foods, I do not get any satisfaction, which is amazing. So let me tell you real quick the story on how I, ran into the raw lifestyle. Because I went vegan a year and 4 months ago, 5 months, I went vegan a year and 5 months ago. And when I went vegan, I thought that was it. I was like, holy crap, my eyes have been opened. There was this truth that I just never knew for so long. And I thought that was it. Like, okay, I went vegan. It's healthier. I'm helping the animals. It's great for the environment, But I realized it was more of an ego thing at that time. Of course, it was great. I did it for the ethical reason, which was great. But when I wanted to introduce veganism to other people, I got a lot of feedback. And at the time, my ego was not letting me, actually understand the feedback that I was getting. A lot of it was good, but most of it was bad. And I reacted in a negative way. Like in the past, when someone did not agree with my beliefs, I essentially attacked them. And I did not mean to attack them, but it's what they would see it as. And I could not see it from their point of view because I've never been approached by a vegan. I've heard about, before I was vegan, I heard about veganism, maybe like here and there. And I heard about the slaughterhouses, but I never really put much thought into it, because back in the day, I could hear about something and go home and totally forget about it and never think about it ever again. And I can remember like about 2 times that I've, heard specifically vegan, maybe like once or twice. Vegetarian is like a thing, but nobody really cares about vegetarians. Like the only time they care about vegetarians, like maybe you think about going vegan, but like, okay, maybe I'll go vegetarian first. But in my opinion, vegetarian is kind of like, I wish it didn't exist, so that way people would go straight to just vegan. But if you can use it as like a stepping tool to get to vegan, then okay, that's fine. But yeah, so I thought that was it. But yeah, I used to just be very argumentative, and I never realized that. I thought I was trying to help people, but in reality, I really was attacking them and their world and their perspective. From me coming from them, from what they believe, it felt like I was attacking them. So I've changed. I no longer do that. More or less, I do what I like. I do what I love. I do what helps me to push me forward. So you don't necessarily have to take my advice word for word, but I'm just showing you how I got here. And how I got here was a beautiful journey. Man. So the thing is, like, a lot of feedback I was getting is like, when I did go vegan, I still ate a lot of junk food. At first, I didn't eat a lot of junk food. At first, I didn't know what to eat. But then I realized Boston had a lot of restaurants, and Grasshopper is like my favorite. But I don't know how long I'll be going there anymore from now. They have this thing called the No Name, which is like deep fried meat. But I don't even crave that anymore. But usually when I was to crave junk food, it would be that, let me go to Grasshopper, let me get that. But like I said, more and more, I'm just like, I'm not craving that stuff. And the reason why I even went raw in the first place, man, I don't even know, like, I was even following some raw channels on YouTube, but I never took the time to actually research what raw foods was about. And I've been like Ralph and Infinite Waters. He's raw food, so I guess he has brown rice sometimes, and he does allow some junk food every now and then, which I was thinking I might do that too. I don't know, if I crave it, maybe, but as of right now, I don't crave it. And the raw foods is just giving me life, it's giving me purpose, it's allowing me to stay focused, it's allowing me to be in control. And that's the big thing, for me to be in control, because I always wanted to be a good person, but I kept on doing bad things, I kept on hurting people, and I never realized why. And it's the foods have been incredibly denatured. They're not real food. So I went vegan, but going vegan does not mean healthy. Well, let me say just plant-based, because we're talking about diet. Plant-based is not healthy because there's a lot of plant-based junk foods out there that will have a lot of negative effects. Yes, you will get rid of a lot of things that animal products do to you, but you're still not in control if you're eating a lot of like processed foods, because those foods affect us in a negative way, because our bodies do not know what to do with them. They're unknown. They will slow your body down. I realize that they slow your body down. They make you bloated and all that, and they're gonna give you, especially block your mind. If you're trying to open up your third eye, those foods are going to block you. I'm pretty sure. I don't know about the research. I'm pretty sure those foods are gonna calcify your pineal gland. But so how I went vegan, how I went raw is actually I had kidney stones. So I started working at my job, Capital One. I no longer work there. But so over there though, when we go out for like team outings, free alcohol. So a lot of alcohol on team outings. It's in a cafe. So coffee, I had free coffee. When I first started, I was drinking like 3 coffees a day, and I didn't realize that coffee actually dehydrates you. So for every cup of coffee you drink, you need to drink like 2 cups of water. So I cut out coffee recently. I've cut out a lot of things. So all that coffee, the alcohol, and the stress, man, you add all that up, I ended up in the hospital. I never felt so much pain before in my life. And when I was feeling that pain, I said to myself that I will never let myself get back here again. If I make it out of this, I'm going to make some changes. And my body heard me. After that event, I could not eat any cooked foods. Like I could not, I tried. I wasted money too, buying food, buying like rice and stuff. And I could just not eat anything. All these things that I've been enjoying for the past almost 2 years going vegan, I could not eat them. So, but then I realized, I thought there was something wrong with my appetite, like what's going on. Maybe it was the drugs, and it could have been the drugs, because the drugs, man, they had my leg feeling. Oh man, the drugs that they gave me, I stopped taking. So instead, I just chose to just eat better, and I realized that I was able to eat fruits and vegetables. So that's all I did. I ate fruits and vegetables, and I lost like 10 pounds in like a week. So that was an additional 10 pounds. Since going vegan, I was started at 180. Going vegan got me to 170. Going raw got me to 160. And now I'm at a place to where I feel like I can be like powerful. Look at this, man. Like I just eat a lot of fruits, a lot of vegetables. I don't even like pay attention to calories. I don't pay attention to protein. I just stay hydrated. A lot of plant-based sugars, a lot of sugar, a lot of carbs. High carb, low fat diet has just been amazing for me. But yeah, my body would not let me eat cooked foods, and I love that it did that. When it did that, I started looking it up. That's when I ran into like the raw foodists, and Fully Raw Christina, which I followed before. I started watching more of her videos, and then I started noticing that Infinite Waters was also raw foodist pretty much. But I didn't make that connection before. It's crazy, like what your mind doesn't see if you're not looking for it, or if you're not aware of it. So it allowed me to be more aware. It allowed me to be more in control of my body, and it also made me crave nature. Like I started going to the park, and at first I was scared. Like I didn't go into the woods, but the more I went and the more I ate better, the cleaner that I ate, my eyes kept opening up. I started learning, and my goodness. And the biggest thing that I've learned is nature is home. Nature has everything you need. Literally, everything that we have is because of nature. If it wasn't for nature, we would not have it. Literally, everything. So, if you want to learn something, go into nature. Find a nice quiet spot. Sit there and relax. Close your eyes. Pay attention to what's around you. Nature is ready to give. That's all nature does. That's all it does. All nature does is love and give. And those go hand in hand. When you go into nature, you're gonna have so much energy. You're gonna feel so powerful. Your mind's gonna slow down so much, and you're gonna actually be able to think clearly. And that's what it's all about. Because we don't take care of ourselves. And I was working in Boston, man. After going into nature for a while, and I headed into Boston, it was a whole different vibe. Like you start sensing energies. And when I went from home to Boston, the energy was so easy to see. There was just this negative feeling. Like I went from like here to like here. I'm just like, oh, what am I doing here? And then it's so sad because when you look at a lot of jobs in this big cities and things like that, people, there's giant buildings full of people inside cubicles, closed windows, so there's no sunlight, there's no fresh air. We got these people sitting down all day, all things that we are not naturally designed to do at all whatsoever. We might as well be animals in a zoo. You see what happens when you put animals in a zoo? Zoos are not there for the animals' benefits. Zoos are there for entertainment. These animals are in jail. These animals are slaves. They're there for us to watch. We take them out of the environment. You cannot replicate an animal's environment. You cannot replicate nature. Nobody can replicate nature. Nobody. So we might as well be zoos. Like when you see an animal in a zoo, they have behaviors that you will not see in the wild. So if you think you're gonna go to a zoo and see how an animal would act when they were in nature, don't. You're not going to see that, because they're gonna suffer from so many things. They're miserable. They're miserable. Some animals usually run miles per day. They can't do that in a zoo. It's not gonna be worth it for the zoo to make it that big. And how are we gonna? If it's that big, we're not gonna be walking those long distances. So it's all about money, and it's all about entertainment. So why do I say that we're zoos? Because we're going to exhibit behaviors that is unnatural to us. Human beings are social. Look at us now. We're so antisocial. We got songs like Big Sean talking about, I don't fuck with you. Like, no, what is that? You're glorifying something that you're naturally against. Like, we are social beings. And even that, like, I had this shit that says I'm not stupid. I mean, I'm not antisocial, I'm anti-stupid. You know how, like, I would never wear that shirt now, but back then, I thought people were stupid. You know, I didn't really like people. I was mean, and that's one of the reasons why I was mostly a loner. I wasn't a loner because of meditation, because that's why when I'm a loner now, it's when I meditate and I want to recharge, because I'm a Pisces and I give out my energy all the time. I'm always helping people. But before, it was just because I didn't like people. I thought everything people said was stupid. But now I'm more open, and I know that everyone around me is a reflection of myself, and everyone around me has something to offer me. So I listen, I'm open to it, I'm opening myself up to it. But I say that we are animals because we might as well be animals in the zoo, because putting us in those environments, teaching us wrong things, it's going to make us exhibit behaviors. We're going to hate each other, we're going to kill each other, we're not going to love each other, we're going to be separated when we should be one. We are all one. There's no difference between us. All the skin colors, the race, hair and all that. We have all these things to separate us. Oh, I'm a tattoo person. Oh, whatever. I'm a dog person. I'm a fisher. I'm a football player. Like, oh, I'm from Boston, so you're New York. Like, we have to be against each other. It's always about competition. It's always about fighting. It's always about being better than the other. Instead, we're all equals. Us, the animals, everything, all the beings, we're all equals, and we all have a right to live. We all deserve a chance to just live. We should not be enslaved. And if you do not think that we are being enslaved ourselves, then you're a fool. There's no point in fighting about racism, because we're all slaves. We're all slaves. So that's my video. I don't want to make it too long, but just some quick knowledge. I know I kind of talked about a lot of topics, but if there's anything that I said that spoke to you, let me know in the comment section below. It feels so good to talk about this stuff. It feels so good to not have a filter. I can just say what I want. And but yeah, let's do this. It's the beginning of something great. We're gonna change the world. Let's do this. I love you. Remember, love yourself first. You cannot take care of anybody if you're not taking care of yourself. You have to be the most important person in your life. That's it. You have to be the most important person. Once you do that, once you love yourself fully, you'll be able to love others that same way, that unconditional love. We have to be more about giving, not about receiving. Giving is way better than receiving. Trust me. It's got to be about a giving mentality, not an exchange mentality. It's not about oh, if I give you this, what are you going to give me for that? No, just give. Just give from the heart. Give from the heart. Love is more powerful than anything you could ever imagine. More powerful than money, more powerful than anything. I don't care what you say, it's not more powerful than love. Because love is God, love is energy, love is limitless, love is powerful, love is everything. Nature is everything. It's all one, man. It's all connected. So make that connection. Go vegan. Eat more raw foods. If you, most of us are not gonna be able to just go straight to it, but just add more of it to your diet. Just like, in a day, have one of your meals just be fruits and vegetables. Just take whatever your favorite fruits and vegetables are, throw them on a plate, don't cook them, and just eat them, and just get used to that, and get used to eating more and more and more. Make a habit out of it. But yeah, follow me on social media, and I'll see you guys on the next one.